Hello? I fucked it up. I meant to close Balan, and I accidentally closed Streamlabs. Because I'm a fucking genius. Never Alt F4. It doesn't ever go the way I want it to. Oh, hang on. Before I do that, save. Yeah? I know it auto-saves, but I don't... It's Balan Wonderworld. I'm fucking saving it properly. I'm not... As much as I've been kind of like saying this game's not terrible and I actually quite like it, I still will not play it ever again after we're done playing. But I do want to do this. Right? Let's look at this. Yeah. You go for Balan Wonderworld review, right? Every single bit. Look, I forced myself to play Balan Wonderworld. And it's always one of those fucking PNGs of a fucking character that fucking comes up on screen, you know? Hey guys, I just played Balan Wonderworld. What a terrible game. And it's always just like... fuck me, isn't that format dead yet? Isn't that format of having a fucking 6 different PNGs of your made-up character that you cycle through in my face for some fucking reason? Isn't that format dead yet, Turkey Tom? Isn't that format dead yet? Fucking Illuminati? Isn't that format dead yet? All of you? That fucking stupid ginger prick? Isn't that format dead yet? Because it should be. Because I'm sick of it. I don't need to see your fan art of your OC. I don't need to see that coming up on screen, clutching its forehead like, oh, I just played Balan Wonderworld. Fuck off. Get on with it. It's the same shit as when, like, game reviewers are like, I'm going to review... Guys, we're going to get stuck into today's video game. It's going to be, I'm going to review fucking, I don't know, Banjo-Kazooie, nuts and bolts. Oh shit, here comes my arch enemy, Reviewlon, the review robot, and it'll be this whole fucking set piece where they spend 6 minutes having a fucking cybernetic battle instead of reviewing the fucking game. Sick of it. Anyway, before I carry on having a stroke, look, I forced myself to play Balan Wonderworld. I played Balan Wonderworld, so you don't have to. 6.1 million views. Balan Wonderworld 0 punctuation. Fucking, that's another format that needs to piss off and die. I beat Balan World 100% and read the novel, so you don't have to. Same video title, mate. Same video title, mate. Where's the fucking originality? Right? This is the one we'll watch. This is the one we'll watch. Right? 50,000 views, okay, which is a humble amount of views in the grand scheme of things, right? But that is 50,000 views claiming that Balan Wonderworld is the worst video game ever by RGT85. Who the fuck is that? Right? Long after everyone was hating on it too. Yeah, 7 months ago. Isn't Balan Wonderworld 7 years old by this point? And look at this fucking grimacing jacket potato in a cap. He doesn't even wear a good cap. He wears those horrible fucking giant caps. Dude looks like a bootleg Mac McMuscles. He looks like a fucking penis. I hate him. Look at him. Look at him. Where's your chin, dude? Anyway, let's not get into physicalities, because... Let's not get into physical fights. Let's instead watch his video and see... This is the most clickbaity fucking thing you could... This is the lowest hanging fruit you could possibly go for. And it's not even true. It's not even true. Let's see how fucking funny this guy... Let's see how fucking hilarious this guy is, shall we?
You don't love me. You don't love me. Because if you loved me like I loved you, you wouldn't have wanted to put me through this pain. This anguish.
They all do this. They all do this. Every single one of them. They act like it's always a case of, you guys are making me do this. Fuck you. Nobody, literally nobody, is asking the spud in a hat here to fucking play Balan Wonderworld. Nobody. And they always do it. Every single one of them. You guys, I'll never hear the end of it if I don't play Balan Wonderworld. Who the fuck are you? Who gives a fuck?
This mental strain.
And they act like they're gonna fucking have a stroke if they play it.
That I've been dealing with for a little while now. A game so bad that I can say with confidence it's the worst game of all time.
Yeah? It's worse than a town with no name? It's worse than plumbers don't wear ties? Is it worse than plumbers don't wear ties? Because I don't think it is. Is it worse than The Flowers of Robert Mapplethorpe? Is it worse than any of the Mario CDI games? I mean, I could just list every CDI game. Is it worse than all of them? Is it worse than... Fuck, there are AAA titles now that I think are worse than Balan Wonderworld. I wouldn't be caught dead playing Valorant. Yeah?
Virtual Highlight on the Sega Saturn, in my opinion, used to be the worst game of all time. But this far surpasses it. This is on a whole nother realm.
If you think for one fucking nanosecond that Balan Wonderworld is worse than Virtual Highlight, you are objectively wrong. You are objectively wrong, and you need to fucking reevaluate your life.
Of horribleness. And it's something that you guys have been, much like a small child, going to their parents. Mommy, I want this for Christmas. Daddy, I want this for Christmas. And then if you don't give them that gift for Christmas, they hate you for the rest of your life. And then they'll try to stab you in your sleep. Much like the child who incessantly begs for something. You have been incessantly begging me for something. To review Balan Wonderworld. A game that I played the demo of, and it broke my spirit. Because on the surface, Balan Wonderworld did not seem like a bad thing. It honestly had a lot of things going for it with that initial trailer. The first trailer got me very excited for several reasons. The main thing was I thought it was a spiritual successor to Nights into Dreams on the Sega Saturn. One of my favorite games of all time. Nights, it's a game that looks great. It's a game that plays great. It's a game with a great soundtrack. The boss battles themselves are fun. Trying to get a better time and try to get a better score in the game was also reinvigorating for the sort of genre. Everything was going into more open.
So as Nights fans? Nights fans are a special breed. Nights fans are... I would genuinely say Nights fans are worse than Sonic fans. Nights fans fucking suck.
sort of landscapes. This was kind of a throwback to different types of games that we had seen of yesteryear, and it was fun. It hit all the check marks that I look for in a video game. I remember as a child going into KB toy stores, seeing a Sega Saturn on display, and I was like, wow, what is this game? Look at these beautiful graphics. And I went up and I started playing, and I was like, yes, this is great. Sega rules. I love my Sega Genesis. I need to get a Sega Saturn. Yuji Naka was behind that game. Yuji Naka was behind Balan Wonderworld. We had the same sort of dichotomy with like a boy and a girl that you could play as, much like in Knights. You had this weird top hat androgynous character, much like Knights, who was an androgynous jester. What?
Knights is a boy.
Playing around.
I won't hear any different.
Yeah, having fun, doing cool things. Knights. You hardly ever played as a child. You were literally the child who walk up and get the knight suit. That was it. You were always knights. Balan gave me that sort of feeling. But after the demo, I never wanted to play the game. I had no reason to. I hated the demo. Why am I going to play the full game? I mean,
2 minutes and 53 seconds. He hasn't even got into a fucking critique yet. All he's been doing is bitching and whining. Come on.
It sold over 3 million copies.
Why is he talking about Metroid? Why am I suddenly looking at fucking Metroid? What is this?
But because I thought the demo,
Stop talking about the...
that I was played it on day one and reviewed it. There's no way in hell that any of them beat the game. It's impossible. I will go on a limb and say that it is impossible, and I'll explain why as we go through this video. Let me go on record and say this. There is no way in hell that any reviewer who played this game and got it a little bit early or played it on day one and reviewed it, there's no way in hell that any of them beat the game. It's impossible. I will go. Wonderworld, it has a story. I'm going to be honest with you. I skipped through it because I didn't care.
Right. That immediately... You don't get to critique the story then. If you sit there and say, I skipped it, you don't get to critique it. You just don't. Because you didn't see it. You didn't... Yeah? Do you know what I'm saying? Story's dog shit. And the story is mostly in the manga, isn't it? The story is mostly in the book. That's the point. But... if you just skip through it, that doesn't entitle you to even talk about it.
But it's kind of similar to Knights in its structure that, like, a kid is getting bullied for whatever reason, and then, like, you somehow give them strength to overcome the bully. But it's not really always about kids, because the first level is actually, like, a farmer whose crops don't have water or something. It's honestly very bizarre. And I didn't much care for the story, but I didn't really necessarily care about the story in Knights. The story in these games was all...
Excuse me? Pardon me? Fuck was that? I'm gonna give you the exact moment where if I met this person in real life, I'd just stab him.
Care for the story, but I didn't really necessarily care about the story in Knights.
Stab. Without flinching, without just fucking pull out, I'm English, pull out my 6 knives that I've got carrying around with me all times. One in the kidney, one in the other kidney, one in the liver, one in each lung. And then as he's reeling, I'd take off my fucking claymore, like that. Fucking take his head off. That's what he fucking deserves. I didn't care for the story of Knights. Fuck you. Fuck you. I love Knights. I didn't much care for the story of Knights. Fuck are you on about? Prick. Care about the story of Knights. Fucking love the story of Knights.
The story in these games was always just, it ends to a mean. It was always about the gameplay and how the actual game played and how it performed.
That's so not true. That's so not true. Game Knights and the Dreams plays really well for what it is, and is a huge proponent of why it's successful. But the reason most people fucking fall, because if that was just like a bird flying through, no one gives a shit. Most of the reason people fucking fall in love with Knights is because of the world, the setting, the fucking all of that shit, the trippy fucking bullshit that happens all the time, the boss fights being these crazy fucking set pieces. It's the world and the environment and the character that you fall in love with. Because on the very, very, very fucking surface level, Nights into Dreams is a modern mobile game. It's a fucking mobile game. Yeah, it just is. And I'll say that. It's my favourite game of all time. But it's my favourite game of all time for the characters, the setting, and the world. The gameplay is phenomenal too, but it is a mobile game type game. It's like fucking Temple Run. Yeah? This guy's a fucking retard.
Now, Balan Wonderworld has you playing as one of two characters, a boy or a girl. You can slightly customize them to look different, but really it's just different
I want to say, by the way, 5 minutes and 12 seconds in, he's finally talking about Balan Wonderworld.
hairstyles. We really didn't go all that much crazy into the presentation on this. Now, the first level of the game I was familiar with, because in the demonstration that was available, you played through the first level of the game, and that's where you learn sort of all of the game's mechanics. Now, as you're playing throughout the level, you're constantly getting these different suits, which on paper, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. You have these different suits that are pretty much different abilities that you could switch on the fly. The problem is that all these suits have a unique characteristic to them. Like, one will give you like a long neck, and one will give you like an electric shock when you jump, and one will allow you to butt stomp on things. But in order to use these abilities, you constantly have to change between the different costumes. It's not like when you get a costume, it just adds on to the previous costume that you got. No, because that would make sense. That would be too smart for this game. And obviously this game, it didn't have a lot of thought process going into the concept of this game.
I think it's the opposite problem. They thought too fucking hard about it. The problem with Balan is they thought too fucking hard about it. Because the obvious thing to do is to just have it be something that you say. But here's the thing. I legitimately think that part of the appeal that's starting to sort of seep in for me, is starting to kind of grow on me, is the fact that I'm sitting there and I'm looking at a gold statue that I can't get, and I'm going, which suits have I got from other worlds that will help me get that? It's a bit of problem solving.
And you just have to sit there and imagine why on earth you can't get ye flask.
Exactly. I gotta sit there and imagine why on earth I can't get ye golden statue. And that, I think, is the appeal at the moment for me, is sitting there going, how the fuck do I get that? Because how many times have I looked at a golden statue today and gone, how the fuck do I get that? The one that's way above me. I can't figure it out. But I may very well unlock a suit where I come back later and go, haha, figured it out. If you didn't have to go back and look through your suits and figure it all out, I think that would be a large part of the problem solving that you would no longer have to do. If you just had every suit, if you collect a suit and then you just had it forever, that would not really give you any sort of problem solving. You would just sit there and cycle through them all, wouldn't you? Go, this one. There is an element of problem solving, and yeah, it's not the deepest problem solving in the world, but there is an element of problem solving that I think would be lost if it wasn't built the way it is. And yeah, it's very annoying early on, but here's the thing. I think Balan Wonderworld gets better. I think once you get past those first 3 stages and things start to open up a little bit, I think it gets better. Because you do have to start thinking. And some of the later stages that we're in at the moment do require a little bit more thought. I mean, I went through a stage earlier and didn't get a single fucking statue. Got like one. So I'm going to have to go back to that stage and figure out where all those statues are and what to do. This doesn't just fucking give it to me. I can respect that. Anyway, let's hear what this fucking troglodyte has to say.
Because you quickly realize that having all of these suits and having to change between all these suits is very cumbersome. There's a little animation that plays between every time you change a suit. I'm gonna calm down. I'm not gonna let this ruin my Christmas, because you've already ruined my Christmas. Now, as you're playing throughout the level, you'll get to a spot where you see a little top hat, and it's like, cool, now I could play as the Balan guy, the fake knights, and do something. And then this is a whole nother level of disappointment, because like I said, in Knights, you pretty much played as the kid for like a couple seconds, and then you got your Knight's costume and you were flying around the level.
It's not a costume. You play as Knights.
Gems, trying to get big loops and stuff like this. But in this game, no, we can't have any fun in this game. We just turn into Balan, and you press a button at the appropriate, with like a silhouette, and then you press the button at the appropriate time.
It's called a quick time event.
Sometimes you'll have to mash the B button, but you don't control anything that goes into this. You don't control the flight movement. You don't control the battle that's going on the screen. No, that would be too much fun. That would actually constitute like a video game instead of just a game where you're walking around in different costumes like a freaking furry.
I hate this guy. I hate this guy. This guy's one of the worst things ever. I hate this guy.
No. Can't have fun in this game. So these segments are completely pointless.
I'll agree.
Completely pointless because they're void of any sort of interactivity. You get different types that come along, but at the end of the day, they're...
Weird Al and James can make this kind of presenter funny. To be fair, though, James Rolfe has funny moments. Like, the AVGN has funny moments. I will say right now, Mylon's Secret Castle, more like Mylon's shitty asshole, always makes me laugh. I'm sorry, but it does. Anyone else who fails it? Yeah, that's the thing. The angry, raging gamer moron has been done perfectly already. You're not gonna top. You're not gonna top the AVGN. He's done it. He's done it. It's done. But they have no. By the simple fact that he's made a video called Balan Wonderwalllll is the worst video game ever, shows that he hasn't got a fucking original thought in his goddamn body.
All the same. Press B at the appropriate time. Occasionally mash the B button.
Yeah, we get it. Balan's boat sucks. We get it.
First damn world, by the way. Because once you get out of the first world, everything just goes to absolute shit. So as you're playing through...
You alright, mate? Calm down. It's Balan Wonderwalllll, mate.
At this game, you'll notice that there are some trophies around. Little golden statues of Balan himself. I assume that's Balan. I mean, that's all I really have to go on. So...
What does that even mean? Of course it's Balan. It's a statue of Balan. What does he mean? Assuming... Oh, fuck.
You're watching this. You're trying to collect these trophies, but you'll notice that a lot of these trophies you can't quite access yet. Okay, that's a little bit weird, but, you know, moving forward, let's just keep going. The boss battles themselves, you do 2 different levels, and then you have a 3rd level, which is a boss battle. They're okay.
No, the boss battles are great. They're great. Here's what people don't fucking grasp, right? Not everything has to be a fucking death march. Okay? Not every game these days, and I blame fucking Dark Souls for this, not every fucking game these days has to be the hardest shit in the world. Okay? Sometimes it's more about style or flair or just appeal. Right? Every single one of the boss fights I thought was cool. I thought they all have cool music, they all have cool environments, they're all pretty cool designs, honestly. And Yuji Naka, especially from Nights into Dreams, especially from fucking even Journey of Dreams, all of the bosses have always been cool. Yeah? If the man can do anything, he can do boss fights. Right? Are they the hardest bosses in the world? No. But are they cool? Yeah, I think they're visually and audibly pretty fucking stunning. So, fuck this guy.
Like, I would say they're better than the normal gameplay because of the fact that at least it's a little bit different. You're not just kind of meandering around and trying to platform on a very shoddy platforming system being done by the different costumes. There's a little bit of variety in them. You have to use different sorts of costumes against the boss, but it's fine.
Did he literally just say you're not meandering around using different costumes, and then not not a second later say you're running around using different costumes against the boss? Did he just do that? Did he just complain about using different costumes and then in the same breath say it was good that he was using different costumes? Or did I mishear that? Let's try that again.
On a very shoddy platforming system being done by the different costumes. There's a little bit of variety in them. You have to use different sorts of costumes against the...
He did. He did. That's all you need to know. He just complained about something and then praised it in the exact same breath. He's a moron.
The boss, but it's fine. You know, I honestly didn't mind the boss battles all that much. But then you get out into the meat of the game, the meat and potatoes of the game. You gotta throw these gems onto a thing on the ground, and these little weird things come along and eat them, and then they start to build a structure in the middle of the overworld, and it's like, what the hell is the point of this? Is this the only point of the gems? Because I'm going out of my way to find all these damn gems in the game that I don't even need to be going to because I don't care about these little things building some structure in the middle of this hub world that I'm in. But once you get deeper into the game, you start to see all the real problems with it, because every level gives you a new set of suits and there's a new gimmick that goes along with that level. Like the aforementioned little jellyfish suit that you get that has electricity on it. Well, you got to use that in order to go up streams. If you want to go up a stream, you got to have the jellyfish suit. And you start to just realize that all these levels are pretty much contingent on these costumes and using them within the game. So that's not like the worst thing in the world.
What the fuck? That was like a solid minute of him saying nothing. That was like a solid minute of no information. That was a solid minute of, hey, you have to get the costumes and the stages are contingent on you using the costumes. Yeah. Yeah. And? That's like saying, there's this new game called chess. Now, the object of chess is to put the opposing king into a checkmate. And the whole game is contingent on you putting the opposing king into checkmate. Yeah. That's the point of the game. The fuck's he on about?
Now, obviously, there are a bunch of costumes that I feel are very pointless because they don't do what's intended. There's one that you get where it's like a bubble thing that you stand on and you hold the button and it gives you a bubble and you jump and then you go across. But you can't attack because you don't have any attack with this. All you can do is jump. And the bubble just seems to go at random times. There was one time when I was trying to get across this one platform and the bubble literally would not come out for like 10 times, and then the 11th time it just came out. And I thought to myself, why is it doing this? I'm pressing the button in the same way. None of this makes sense.
Why is he complaining about attacks? Attacking is not the point. I'm not, you know, how many times did I fight like a minion? Occasionally, if I can be bothered. Why is he talking about attacks? You can't attack while you're using the bubble? No, that's not what it's for. The bubble is fine. The bubble was good. The bubble, I managed to get a bunch of fucking statues using the bubble. Before I got a bunch of other traversal suits. There's nothing wrong with a bubble.
So you beat some more levels, and then you get to level 3. Level 3, you know, it's very heavy on platforming. Very heavy. The whole thing here is you're a lightning bug, and you gotta knock the lights off so that you can hover, because you can only hover with the suit when the lights are off. Okay.
He's showing the wrong stage.
I've seen lightning bugs in the...
He's showing the wrong stage. Level 3 is the wood inside the tree. This is the wrong stage.
Daytime. They're not sitting there perched on a tree like, oh, I can't do shit until it's dark out and then I can fly around or something like that.
If he can't even show the right fucking footage, what is this guy?
But okay, you know, little artistic freedom. And then you get to the end of the 3rd level, and you're like, where's the 4th level? What's going on here?
It's the wrong fucking
why
stage.
Why can I not progress? And then you realize those little trophies that you've been picking up, little golden Balan statues, those are much like stars in Super Mario 64. You have to have a certain amount of these damn trophies in order to progress through the game. Now, on the surface level, that doesn't sound like a bad thing. But here's where it becomes a problem. Because a lot of these trophies, 9 times out of 10, you won't even see them. And the only way you could go back, you have to go into the level, once again, that you've played. Once again, complete the level and try to find the trophy. And you'll notice little things. You see like this little spider web on level 1, and you're like, well, how do I get up there? And then eventually you get a spider suit. So here's what you have to do. You have to go into the level where you got the spider suit. Beat that level without getting hit so you don't lose the spider suit. And then...
No. Once you get the spider suit, it's in your wardrobe. So you don't have to not get hit. It's in your wardrobe, mate. So you could just go to your wardrobe and get it. You don't have to not get hit. Just a little pro tip from your good friend Buns there.
Then go into the previously played level that you've already played, equip the spider suit, and then go up there and hope and pray that there's a damn trophy. This is a Metroidvania style game, but Samus is fucking dumb, and she loses her abilities all the time. Whenever a level's complete, it's like, oh, well, that's it. Oh, I got hit. Oh, I lost my beam. Now I can't open any doors, so I'm just stuck in this corridor for the rest of my life. Maybe I have to go backwards and find another beam. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that?
Here's the thing. He's overstating how difficult it is, right? To go back and get the suit and do the thing you have to do, right? I'll tell you this. It's a little bit awkward that you can't see which stages you've still got statues in, right? I'll grant you that. However, I could go to any stage, right? Wander around it and go, okay, I need X suit to get that statue. Go to the wardrobe, get the suit, go get the statue, bish bash bosh. It is not a fucking ordeal. Yeah? It's just not. Stop acting like it is. What it is it's the game. The point of the game is to figure out which suit to use for a problem. Yeah? And here's the other thing. If you're complaining, okay, about the fact that you have to find the statues, you're just complaining that there's any game at all at that point. Finding the statues is the game. What are you fucking going on about, dude?
And that's where I reached my breaking point with this game.
Does he want, like, the statues to just be given to him for fucking existing? The point of the game is that you look for the statues, figure out how to get to them, and use the appropriate suit. That's the game.
I had to go back and find a set amount of trophies so that I could advance. It's not good enough to beat the level. It's not good enough to beat both the levels. It's not good enough to beat the damn boss. No!
That's what I mean. He just said it was like Super Mario 64 with the stars. You know how you can't get fucking through. You can't get through the star doors if you don't have a certain number of stars. Is that one of the worst games of all time? Because that's a key mechanic. Super Mario 64 had stars all in fucking weird locations that you had to figure out how to get to. Oh, but that's one of the best games of all time. Because everyone says it is.
You gotta find these damn trophies. Why are these trophies in charge of everything? Then the little dude, the little Balan dude comes on the train. Whoop, 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 whoop. And then you go into these, unlocks a new thing on the same freaking island that you've been on, where you've been putting the weird gems and just throwing them on there. I don't get this. I don't understand this.
How can you not? It's the easiest thing in the world to understand. Collect statues, finish game. I don't understand why that's so fucking difficult. This guy's pissing me off.
And if I'm gonna play this game, you know what? I'm gonna play the worst version of this game. I'm gonna play the Nintendo Switch version of the game. And that's what I did. I actually have a physical copy of this game, but guess what? I couldn't find it. So I had to download it off the eShop. Luckily, it was on sale for $11, and that's $11 I'll never get back. Because
$11?
On a credit.
$11 for Balan Wonderworld. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If I had to value Balan Wonderworld off stream, it's probably worthless. But on stream, it's worth $30. Easily. In fact, if I was much younger, like legitimately, if I was 12, 13, I'd probably love Balan Wonderworld. Just suck on there.
Cracker. The performance of this, and I can't speak for the PlayStation version or the Xbox version. I'm going to assume it's bad, but probably not this bad.
Performance is totally fine.
Choppy frame rates, you got them. Questionable platforming that doesn't got.
Skip.
Don't kill yourself. We're playing together. It's so bizarre. Everything dances, and when you get up close to it, it disappears. It just goes away, and then you back up, and then there it is again. All these other characters dancing around with different costumes, different suits, and it's like, why are you not helping me right now? Couldn't you be helping me? You have the same costumes that I have. Why are you just standing there dancing around? Why is Farmer Ned in the start of the game? What the hell are all these giant people?
It's really basic bitch to be all like, what the fuck, dude? They're all dancing, dude? What the fuck? What is this game? The dancing is fucking baller.
How can you say this game is well made? This is a stupid game.
The dancing is baller, and you know what pisses me off is that it's the part of the game where I can point to it and I can say, and someone can say to me, why should I play Balan Wonderworld? That's the part where I can go, that. What other game do you beat a level and then you have a fucking dance party? None other games. Balan Wonderworld. It gives me a big fucking goofy smile when they start dancing. Yeah? But I could beat fucking, I don't know, I could beat Dishonored. I don't know why I'm picking on Dishonored, but I could beat Dishonored is like as far away from Balan Wonderworld as I could think. I could beat Dishonored and just not feel anything for the whole thing. I could beat Dishonored right now and just be completely fucking stoic through the whole experience. But every time they start dancing in Balan Wonderworld, I fucking love it. I fucking love it. It's so goofy in all the right ways. I don't care. It's so fucking silly. But silly is not something that people fucking... If the game is not great, which it isn't, if the game is not great, yeah, Oh, why are they all dancing? It's fucking insane, bro. What were they smoking, bro? It's goofy, it's silly, it's funny. That should be enough.
There's giant people that just like look into you.
I can give less of a shit about Knights or Balan personally, but seeing a Knights player defending Balan, that's such a rare take that makes me smile. I always think that I mean, everyone does, I assume, but I always think that I'm quite fair. Yeah, and I know what things I like, I know what things I don't like, and I'll try very hard not to judge something if I know it's not for me. Yeah, like Final Fantasy 16. I know that game is not for me. So anytime it's brought up, I will just say I'm not going to pass any kind of real judgment. I'm going to joke about cutscenes, but I don't have any real judgment because it's just not for me. Right? Balan Wonderworld is for... Well, Balan Wonderworld is for fucking 12-year-olds, I think. But here's the thing. Balan Wonderworld is for me because I fucking love Nights into Dreams. I gotta look at it objectively. You've got to look at everything objectively. And I think that video games, particularly, are about feeling something. People go, oh, you don't watch cutscenes. You're misconstruing. What I mean is, if I can beat a video game or play a stage of a video game and feel happy or sad or something, accomplished is a good one. It's quite rare to feel accomplished anymore when you beat a game. Sometimes you just feel nothing. Okay? I think the experience is always about having fun or feeling something, or both. Having fun is feeling something. I maintain that there are so many fucking games now that people play out of habit. Because I used to play League of Legends, and let me tell you something, I was not feeling anything for most of that. So, you got to look at it objectively, and I look at Balan Wonderworld objectively and I say, is it the best game in the world? No. Is it a great game? Probably not. Is it the worst game of all time? Not even fucking close. Balan Wonderworld is just one of those games that starts slow and most people pass up as garbage without giving it a real chance. Most easily probably didn't play past stage 3, let them finish the game, but of course they make reviews saying it's the worst game ever. Very true. Because it has grown on me. I legitimately have started to enjoy certain aspects of it. I do enjoy when I see a statue I don't know how to get. And I sit there and go... Because I know that in a couple of stages' time, I may get a suit. And then it will click in my brain. I will go... Ah, remember that statue I couldn't get? And I'll go back. I don't like Metroidvanias. Right? I hate them. You give me fucking Hollow Knight, a critically acclaimed masterpiece, I won't play it. It's boring. I don't like going back 900 miles to pick up the fucking charred bug feces that I need to open a door 700 miles that way just so I can unlock... I don't like doing that, right? Balan Wonderworld is like a Metroidvania light. Where you just go, oh, I've got this power up now. Ah, I can go and get a couple of statues. It's like a small version of Metroidvania. Tickles me. I like that. It's not a fucking slog. Right? So, Super Mario 64 does that too. Exactly, Super Mario 64. You unlock the metal cap. You unlock the flying cap. And suddenly you can get more stars. Yeah, it's the same principle. And if you're gonna rag on that principle, you're ragging on Super Mario 64, which everyone says is fucking phenomenal. Gaming is the worst because gaming journalists, I should say, is the worst because when everyone says a game is fucking amazing, everyone says a game is fucking amazing. Yeah? And then you give it a couple of years. It's only just starting to be where people are critiquing Elden Ring more objectively. Only now are we starting to see videos going, Elden Ring actually isn't that amazing. Give it time. Let the fucking initial dick suckery fade off. And then have an objective look at something. Because I shit you not, once I reached the snow in Elden Ring, I wanted that game to be fucking over.
You, because your guys just shrunk down into this weird thing because of the...
When can we get people objectively looking at 14? Never. That's the one that just won't... It just ain't gonna happen. Just ain't gonna happen. 14's in a unique spot because it benefits from the fact that MMOs are kind of a genre where there's not much competition going on. You need a really amazing 14. You need a really amazing MMO to come out before 14 will start to be brought into question.
The end of the third level, it's like you're in a little construction thing with like different insects, and then a butterfly emerges and it flies around, and then all the kids don't bully the kid anymore for being a weird bug girl who liked to play with bugs and insects and stuff like that because a butterfly flies out. A butterfly is still a bug. That wouldn't make her any cooler. That wouldn't make her like more popular in school because she hatched a butterfly from an enclosure. She didn't even...
I watched the cutscene, and the cutscene was that the butterfly came out and it was beautiful. They were ridiculing her for liking like bugs, like spiders and shit. And then she hatched the butterfly, and the butterfly was beautiful, and they all said, "Oh, hang on, this butterfly is beautiful." That, if you cannot understand that story point, I think you might have brain damage. I think if you cannot understand the fact that the butterfly hatched and it was beautiful and all the kids suddenly thought, oh wow, the butterfly is actually really pretty. If you can't understand that, I think you might have brain damage. Because a spider, in terms of attractiveness, generally speaking, is not on par with a butterfly. Yeah? People don't look at spiders and go, ooh, gorgeous. But people look at butterflies and go, oh, pretty. So, if you can't grasp that, you might be stupid.
Even do anything. The butterfly hatches itself. It's not like she mated with the butterfly and created it, and this was her daughter or her son butterfly.
It was her butterfly. It was in her tank. I thought that was obvious. This guy's fucking stupid.
Fly?
This guy's fucking stupid.
This is the worst game I've ever played.
How many games has he played?
It's the worst game that I've ever played. By far.
Nope.
And I've played a lot of bad games. I've played a lot of horrible games, you know. But I think the biggest thing that I take away from my playthrough of this game... Well, first off, I had to cheat. I had to use an FAQ. Because there's no way in hell, like I said towards the start of this video, nobody beat this game before FAQs were available. Before people...
Is Balan Wonderworld too hard for him? Because I haven't looked up any FAQs so far. And I'm nearly halfway through, right? I'm going at a fairly slow pace, yes. But I'm also trying to, like, stream. So I think if I was playing on my own, I'd be a lot quicker. If Balan Wonderworld is too hard that you need FAQ, maybe you're shit. Don't rag on the mechanics of Balan Wonderworld if they beat you. Yeah. Don't sit there going, Balan Wonderworld's mechanics are dog shit if you can't beat them. Also, who made the FAQs except for beat it themselves? Exactly. Like, it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
People spent tons and tons of hours looking for these trophies because a lot of these trophies are very well hidden. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you're never going to find them. I went tooth and nail through some of these levels trying to find these trophies without using an FAQ, and I couldn't do it. I looked in every freaking crevice, and then when you actually figure out where it is, it's like, how the hell would I have known that? How would I have figured that out? This game has every major design flaw that I look for in a game. It runs bad. It looks bad. But most importantly, it plays bad. And I think that's what hurt me the most. Because I can still pick up Knights and play it on my Sega Saturn. I can still have a really good time playing.
I really hate that this guy fucking thinks that Knights is wonderful. Because it's like he shares an opinion that I have, but he's a brainless troglodyte. I don't, you know, I feel bad. I feel like I love Knights, and hearing someone that I really, really despise talking about him, talking about it is just kind of like, it's a bad taste in my mouth.
Playing it. I still think it's a fun game. I still think it's a game that holds up well. Play the Steam version. You got nice 1080p, 60 frames per second graphics. But nothing will help this game. And this is how Yuji Naka is probably going to be remembered. You know, this and
I don't know. I think Yuji Naka's got other fucking problems going on. Hearing Asmongold come to the defense of Armored Core 6 made it really icky. Yeah, when you hear someone you don't respect or don't like talking about something that you like, it's like when brands will start using memes. Suddenly that meme has to be dropped. It's the same thing, same feeling.
Rodea the Sky Soldier. My time with Balan Wonderworld is time that I'll never get back. I can always make money back, the $11. That's not that bad. But time. Time was lost playing this game. So I hope you appreciate your Christmas gift. Because I need a break now. I need to clear my head. I need to rethink life and what I'm doing. Because this game makes me question everything. How this game could get released with all these core fundamental issues, all these problems that are thrusted right there in your face. A game like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, people are able to look past the frame rate issues because they like the core game. Okay, whatever. There's nothing to like about the core game on this.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, there is. He's showing the wardrobe. Yeah, he's showing the wardrobe where he was complaining that you have to... So... He's debunking his own argument in his own video. And the things to like about Balan Wonderworld, right? If I had to make a list of things that I like about Balan Wonderworld, I like the elements of problem solving that I come across. I like the music is incredible. I think that the boss fights are actually really fucking cool. I think even when they complain about things like graphics, I don't think it looks bad at all. It's got an art style. Yeah, it's got its own art style. Like it or loathe it, it's got one. Yeah? Graphically, it looks fine. Because you've got to remember, it's on the Switch. And games that are on the Switch have to be toned down a little bit because Nintendo still doesn't believe in fucking hardware. The music, the art design, the costume designs, the level layouts and puzzles, the bosses. Exactly, and some of the ideas on display are really fucking imaginative. But here's the problem. Imagination doesn't count to some people. Some people don't give a fuck about that. You don't like the first level that makes me literally ill, the character animations, the platforming? Yeah. And the thing is, Balan grows on you. It's not... It's a slow burn. Right? Those first 3 stages are pretty shit, right? Because you're looking at it and you go, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I playing Balan Wonderworld? This game sucks. Right? There's the first few suits that you get are kind of shitty. Stages aren't wonderful. But once things start to open up a little bit, and then it becomes more about problem solving, and he's sitting there going, oh, I can't find any of the statues. Nor can I. But I'm not fucking crying about it. I went through one stage and got one statue. 1 out of 7. And that was me just playing the stage. I'll go back and I'll look and I'll try and figure out. That's the game. Using your brain to try and figure out where the statues are and how you get them. That is the game. The fact that that's lost on me is just fucking baffling. What are you expecting? What do you think is going to happen? What do you think the game is supposed to be? I think that's the problem. People don't know what they were expecting or what to expect. And they're given this and they can't... Oh, it's terrible. It's not. It's a fundamental kind of, that's what you do. You find statues, you figure out how to get them, that's it. That's the game. That's the whole game. It's not just a romp through levels. Yeah? I think that, if that was explained, I don't know. I don't know why that's such a fucking issue for people.
And it has performance issues. There's nothing vindicating about this game. The music's okay. I'll give the music a little credit. Some of the boss battles are not the worst thing in the world. But just the horrible design of this game. Trying to be Super Mario 64 with Metroidvania elements because you need all these damn costumes in order to get to certain places, meaning that you have to replay a level just to get a costume and then replay a previous level with the aforementioned costume and still beat that level, and you move so damn slow throughout the level, so you're gonna waste a ton of time trying to do it. Good luck trying to platform as well, because the platforming is completely broken in this game. The camera's slow and sluggish as well.
The camera is fine. I haven't had a single problem with the camera. I haven't had a single problem with the camera. I haven't had a single problem with the platforming. The platforming is completely fine. I think this game might just be bad, because there is not a single problem with the platforming. It's not like fucking Super Meat Boy. Don't get me wrong. It's not like perfect. It's not fast-paced, high-octane platforming. No, it's baby mode platforming. But there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's not broken. You don't fall through platforms. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
The character movement speed is ridiculously slow. Why is everyone still dancing? Why? It's like a cult. It's like a Jonestown cult where, like, everyone's like, hey, the press is coming. I'm Jim Jones. The press is coming. You're the outsider.
Stop. That's going to piss me off.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Right, it's time for me to do my thing. And they never make another Knights game for these smug man children. I hope they make another Knights game and they give it to me and only me. Imagine how many more copies this would have sold if they never released a demo. We don't hate you, RGT, we just seek the pleasure of watching you suffer for entertainment. Merry Christmas, my friend. I'd say you're a martyr for sacrificing your time and pain for us. This was epic. Hope the views blow up. That's funny, I like that one. Quabi the Great. Man, holy fucking shit, fuck work. I concur. Excuse me while I just fucking rip this person a new one. You complain about the fundamentals of the game. The game is collecting In fact, no. I'm not even gonna bother. Fuck you. There we go. You ever like start doing something and you think, you know what? Nah, it's not fucking worth it, is it? Alright, let me fucking fix this. You believe you've been here before? You have, Guabi the Great. You have. I am gonna be, How do I get across my actual fucking ire for this person? Bunsboy remembers each and every one of his watches. I do. I do. If I've seen you before, I'll know. But you've been here before, Guabi the Great. We beat 3 more stages of Balan today, and then we watched this video. And I really wish I hadn't, because the videos made me really angry. You're in such fucking pain? Why? I think that'll do. Work was shit, mentally and physically? I'm sorry, Guabi. How could I make it up to you? You pick. What could I do for you? Huh? One night only. I'll do anything. What do you need? What would make you happy right now? Huh? I'll do it. It's just the kind of guy I am. Buy you a gun so you can make the pain go away? I don't know. I think that one's going to make me, like, complicit or something. Pick something else. You play a lovely voice emote for you? Yeah, do that. Use one of our new voice emotes.
Packed with meaningful story
not that
cutscenes
one.
and unforgettable new zones, Endwalker marks a satisfying conclusion of Final Fantasy XIV's story as we've known it until now. While it doesn't introduce many new gameplay elements, it does deliver 2 new excellent DPS and healing jobs that should appeal to both new and experienced players, and some of the best boss battles we've seen in this decade-old game. If this is how Final Fantasy XIV's showrunners end a story, then I'm more than ready to walk with them from the beginning to the end of the next one.
All that does is depress me every single time. You got Arby's, so you do feel better. Arby's is gross. Arby's is gross, dude. Get you some Bojangles. That's my pick. I'll walk with you from the beginning to the end of the next one. Ugh. But do you see what I mean about Balan? Like, look at this. Forced myself to play Balan. Played Balan Wonderwalllll so you don't have to. Two fucking videos from 2 completely different people. Played so you didn't have to. Same exact fucking title. Same exact fucking title. Yeah? Balan Wonderwalllll, just bad games. Balan Wonderwalllll review, do not buy. Yeah? And there's this fucking guy. When I was talking about those cardboard cutout characters that always post like 3 fucking poses of themselves in every video, I was talking about this ginger prick right here, LS Mark. I don't know who he is, but he fucking sucks. Every video I've ever seen of his is just trash. I fucking hate him. You got Balan solely because of the hate? I think that's fine. And I've come to actually... Is this fucking porn? What is going on here? Get rid of this. Why am I getting... What is this? Squeaky suit? Why am I getting... For me. Oh. You know me too well, YouTube. What can I say? Previously watched, there we go, that fucking Trump versus Linkara. I think with Balan, legitimately, it grows on you. It's not something that you just fire up and play it for an hour and immediately think, wow, what a game. But if you stick with it, you start to enjoy it. And it's not Stockholm Syndrome. People are going, oh, it's Stockholm Syndrome. Not really. I actually quite like the elements of problem solving, and I actually feel good when I do get a statue. Because they're weirdly hard to get. Yeah, they're not all just kind of like thrown out in front of you. They're weirdly difficult to get. Yeah, it's not... If I was to without a guide, 100% the game, get every single statue without a guide, it would take me fucking forever. It would take me absolutely fucking forever. By the way, not doing that. But it would take me forever. So, you did it without any guides? Good on you. Because I don't know, man. I'd probably fucking shoot myself before I did that. Point is, it is not this world-shatteringly bad game. But it is popular to hate on. I'm a really sweet lady, so you got something for me? Oh dear. That's rarely good. That's rarely good, isn't it? That's gonna be something terrible. Only thing I had to look into was the bullet, the kid suit. We'll be fine. We'll beat it, but I don't know if I'm feeling really saucy at the end, maybe we'll try and 100% it, but that's a maybe. That depends entirely on how I feel by the end. But we beat 3 stages today, so I felt pretty good. We're making good progress. And I've said right now that outside of maybe a couple of times where I need a fucking palate cleanser, we're going to play Balan pretty solidly until we beat it at this point. I don't really need to play anything else. I haven't really got like an MMO on. Oh, here we go. I've received a gift from Kiko. Here we go. It's going to be some fucking furry porn game. Guarantee it. Let's find out. How do I see my gifts? Friends. How do I see my gifts? Bear with me. How do you see your gifts? Is it in the inventory? Ah, here we are, pending gifts. Yes! I told you! I fucking told you. Check it out. Check out this game I've just been awarded. I fucking knew it, boys. There it is. Furry feet. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, my favourite game. Accept that bad boy. Get that installed right now. Play it now. How about never? But at least I own it. Proud owner now. How much was that? Please tell me it was free. Please tell me it was like $1 tops. Because you could have like actually tipped me, and that would have been really good because I could have bought a coffee with that. But instead I've got a copy of Furry Feet now. So like an actual tip, that would have been great. Just looking for a good one that suited my tastes. Well, you got me there. What can I say? Secret furry disc. I don't know. I may be a small-time streamer, but that's the sort of thing where I would just be instantly banned if someone fucking from Twitch actually saw what I was doing. That's like an instant ban, I think. Doing porn games. I don't think you even get a warning with that. So, we ain't gonna be doing that. I must have the only, like, fucking audience that instead of tipping me from all of my hard work, will just buy me a furry porn game instead. Like, what is this? Can I have a different audience, please? I'd rather have had a tip so I could have gone to McDonald's and had a burger. I'd have eaten the burger. Furry Feet is never getting played. It's just going to sit in my library. Do I have a private Discord stream? Hey, I tell you what. If I ever reach 10 subs, we'll do a private stream of all of the terrible furry porn games that Kiko has fucking given me. I'll do a private Discord stream of all of them. What am I on? I think I'm only on 4. People don't sub to me, which is fine. I don't really push it. I just kind of do my thing, and occasionally someone will sub to me if they care. But I don't really push it. I think I have 4. There's Instacart. There's Kiko. There's...
You motherfuckers are getting into a little something called trap. Basically, it's a dude that dresses like a chick, has a dick, and you say it isn't gay. Well, I'm here to tell you, it's fucking gay! If I walked up to you right fucking now, me being a dude and you being a dude, and you were turned on by me, that would be gay! It's no different for fucking traps. Just cause they dress like a chick don't mean they are a chick. They got a dick, and it's gay! And don't say the dick makes it cuter! Cause that doesn't make it cuter! That makes it even gayer! That makes you gay, bitch! And you send me pictures of them with their little skirts lifted and their fucking nuts hanging out! I don't wanna see that shit! I'm not gay like you! Stop sending me hentai! Stop sending me anime pictures! Stop sending me traps! Oh my god!
That's my sub sound. So it's kind of a good thing that I don't have that many people subbing to me, I think. That's my sub sound. Thank you, Guabi. I appreciate that. That is 5, so I need 5 more. But don't count on it. Don't count on it. People don't usually sub to me. Prime, yeah. Like, I don't care if people sub. What I care about is people coming back and hanging out. As long as we have a little group of people hanging out, I'm happy streaming. People don't have to sub to me, but I'll give you a stretch goal. If we reach 10 subs, I'll do a fucking Kiko Steam slam down of all the weird fucking weirdo games that she's got me over the years. But that can't be on Twitch. That can't be on Twitch. Check my gifts. Again? God. What is it this time? Nazi furry? That might be the best one yet. There's no way that's... Is that a porn game? Nazi furry? Why is it... You already got me furry. That's true. That might be the spiritual sequel. Spiritual sequel to Furry Hitler, I think. Nazi furry. I can't... The moment something goes wrong, the stream's over. The moment something illegal happens, the stream's over. And I'm not going to warn you, I'm just going to end it. And I'll delete the VOD. The moment something goes wrong, it's over. This is how we're ending the stream tonight, boys. The moment something goes wrong, the stream's over. This will be quick. I don't know. Some of these some of these weirdo games, they lure you in. Maybe there's a bit of a build up. Imagine if there's like a 6-hour build up. Better change my stream category. To what, Stammer? I don't think there's a Nazi furry category. What would you like me to change it to? Yeah. This is right up Balan Wonderworld fans fucking... Where is it? There it is. Right between... But right with all my favourites. Mortal Sin, Neverwinter, New World, Nazi Furry. All the best games. Here we go, boys. The moment it goes wrong, stream's over. Let's fucking go. Name keeps me thinking of that one song from the Hunchback of Topsy Turvy. Oh. Right, here we go, boys. Select level. There's 30 levels. Fucking hell. This is a box pusher? Excuse me? It is necessary to arrange all the boxes in special places. You can only move the boxes in the direction that you are moving yourself. There I am, mate. That's the Nazi fan. There he is. What is this? I'm shit at puzzles. We're not going to see a single furry tit for the rest of the forever. I can't do puzzles. Ah, fuck myself, haven't I? Have I? Nah, I'm good. I fucked it. I fucked it. Told you. I can't do puzzles. How do I end it? Can't do puzzles. So when does the porn happen? You know what I mean? This game was 7. Kiko, why didn't you tip me? That's a burger. In fact, that's like half a bag of dog food for Benson. But instead it's this. The fuck is wrong with you? Why? I can't do this one. I've unlocked nothing. Fuck level 3. I can't do it. I can't do puzzles. I promise you, puzzles are just, I can't do them. Oh, you can't. You have to do it. Why is this? Why Nazi? He's not a Nazi. He's just like Mr. Green. Oh, he's got a Nazi band on his arm, look. Yeah, he's like a mafioso, but he's got a Nazi armband. I'm gonna do this. And then... I can't do this. It's too hard. It's too hard. It's the hardest game ever made. It's the hardest game ever made. How do I do this? Like that, right? And then I could do that. And then that. And then there's one left. Hardest game ever played. Hardest game ever played in my life. We're gonna play Furry Feet. Fuck it. There's no way Furry Feet is harder. There's no way. There's no way. That's the hardest game I've ever played in my life. I can't beat Furry Nazi. I just had a thought. Is the fact that I was playing Furry Nazi showing up on my Discord? I really hope not. Okay, good. I don't think Discord has integration for Furry Nazi. Remember, the moment things get too risky, we're out of here. It's already kind of there. But we're gonna fucking... Right. Number 1, I think is some kind of fox. I don't know. Don't know what animal this is. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, it's a puzzle? Huh? Huh? Oh. Wait. I have to rotate it? How do I rotate it? Oh, there's a face. There we go. How do I rotate it? I just gotta wait for the ones that aren't. Fuck. There. I think maybe I just have to wait for the ones that... What's easy? You want a chill experience, press this button to make the game easier. Huh? Yeah, I need the game to be easier, please. It's too hard for my fucking feeble brain. Goes there. Goes there. That goes there. We nearly done it, boys. I don't think there is a rotate. I think I just have to wait for the ones that are right. What can I say? How much was this? How much did this cost you? In American dollars? This was only 2. It is a better game though.
Are you ready?
Nope. This is exactly the kind of stream that my dad would tune into. He'd be sitting there going, "Ah, I know. I'll tune into my son's stream." And he'd come in, and this is what I'd be doing. And I wouldn't even blame him. I would not even blame him for disowning me. I'd say, yep, that's fair enough. Came up for furry feet, not furry shoes. Yeah, I know. What a rip-off. What a fucking rip-off. I really hate the fact that you can't rotate them. Like, you can't rotate them. It's really annoying. Because all you're doing then is just waiting for... Like, she's... What is this art? It's really shit too. At least give me some good art. Come on. She's a koala, I believe. And did you know that koalas are the stupidest animals? Because they eat eucalyptus, which gives them brain damage. And they still do it. It's Japanese very... I mean...
Oh my god!
I just got an achievement for beating level... I'm getting achievements for furry feet, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Straight up or fart.
Lock しましょう!
I don't know what she just said. I really hope some Balan Wonderworld fanatics join in. Fuck. I really want some Balan Wonderworld like psychopaths to join the stream and be immensely confused. Oops. Oops. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, no, we gotta wait. It's not too late to choose 2K. To what? I don't think we're ever gonna get one that, like, makes me stop, so that's the end of that. That's too tame. What is this? Dare I click on the world icon? Language. Oh. I thought it was gonna, like, broadcast to the world what I'm doing. There's no gallery. Here we are. I've only unlocked these 2, I'm afraid. Like, I don't even think I would get banned for this. How could I get banned for this? It's not even... Zoom? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, while I just zoom in on this air conditioner. I can't even zoom in all the way. Shit game. Alright, we're going to have to play something that's going to get me to end the stream, so... Hitler. I'm concerned that furry Hitler is going to be the same as... actually, no, it looks different. Okay, we're going to play furry Hitler. You know this one will end the stream? Excellent. Excellent. I think we're gonna make a habit of this. Whenever I want to end the stream, this is what we're gonna do. There's no way I can get in trouble for it. Maybe not every time, but maybe as a joke sometimes. I can't believe I have 2 achievements in Furry Feet now. Fuck. Single-handedly ruining my Steam account. My Steam account is now worthless. Furry Hitler is done. It's hidden by my... I didn't tell it to be hidden. It's just hidden by default. Here we go, boys. A second. Here we go, boys. Alright. It's just a war game. Just a normal war game. Just a normal war game. New game, baby. Load me in. Buns. That's a good name. Buns to begin. April 1945. Here we are, boys. Back in the bunker. Berlin is about to fall. Here we are. 9999. The voice recorder light turned green. Adolf. There he is. That's Adolf. There he is. Exactly right. That's how I remember him. I guess that's all. April 30th, he's gonna shoot himself in the head, baby. Happy Death Day to me. I've decided to give up. I can no longer lead people. After everything that's happened, it's even good. Ladies and gentlemen, it is even good. The Führer. That's funny. I made a big mistake by underestimating my enemy. Having challenged the whole world, I counted solely on my ambition and vanity. I don't know. As a history buff. What's happening, history buffs? It's me, Nick Hodges, and today we're going to be talking about Furry Hitler. Now I sit deep underground, while above me burns down on the surface the city which never became the capital of a great empire. If it isn't exactly historically accurate, I don't know. It's pretty spot on so far. Everybody already knows what happened, but no one saw this story from the side from which I looked at it. And while I have time, I think I have the right to share my point of view. Yeah. At the same time, find out for yourself at what particular moment he began to destroy the House of Cards. After all, at the very beginning, luck accompanied me. My army... Why is he like blue here? Why is he like blue? You see that? What's going on there? My army carried the banner of our great nation forward with Victoria... I like the way he doesn't have a swastika. He has a like paw print. That's almost cute. Leaving no chance for the enemy. First things first. Bro, wait. What do you mean, wait? What do you mean, wait? I'm playing Furry Hitler. It's legit? What's legit? I sat at the table and looked bored at the shabby interior of the cafe. The premises were very... What is going on? That fucking pour is a real thing? Is it? What is it? Not only them. Oh, here we go. Now we're talking, boys. Pamela came in and interrupted my thoughts. Actual Nazi furs exist and they use that band? Really? I didn't know that. Why am I not surprised, but at the same time kind of like... You've been a furry for like 6 years? I do trust you. I believe you. You can be the resident furry because me personally, I got no clue. I say I've got no clue. Go on Google and look up Foxler. No. Next stream. For now, I want to see what's going on here. This is cool intrigue. My Führer. I hope you come to me with good news. The city is full of snipers. I'm in no longer the position to be directly on the battlefield. And you are here. It instills confidence in our soldiers. You flatter me. I'm sorry. So, do it on stream. You did sub. You did sub. We'll... Foxler. Oh God. Foxler Nightfire. I'm on a list now. I'm on a list now. So thanks. Foxler Nightfire, also known as Star Fox Ace Fox, real name Lee Allen Miller, is a fursuiter, furry raider, and burned fur supporter. I don't know what that is. What's that? Burned fur was the name of a movement to counter public acts of perversion within the furry fandom, which was active from 1998 to 2001. Too confusing. He's in a relationship with fellow fursuiter Cody Wolf. Is this that dark side of the internet I had so much? This isn't even like the beginning, is it? When you consider the dark side of the internet, this isn't even like fucking close to, but it's still strange. Oh God, you just scroll down and you see words like child grooming, bestiality, and you just think, fuck. I like the way it's child grooming, bestiality. He's a member of the Porsche Club of America. And has interesting cars. Well, you win some, you lose some, eh? The fuck is this? Founder and CEO of the furry political group Furry Raiders, headquartered in Colorado that initially began life on Second Life. Of fucking course. By the way, talking of Hitler, what is going on with my hair right now? Get rid of that fucking Hitler sweep I was doing. Began on Second Life. The group's logo, a black paw print with a white circle on a solid background, is default red. Foxler himself in real life, as the armband. There it is. You are right. He says he hates black people, would rally for the Ku Klux Klan, and I stand with Hitler. And referring to himself as Foxler, the Hitler of furry fandom. I'm going back to my game. I love the fact that I thought to myself, oh look, they have a paw print instead of a swastika. That's cute. And then no, it's not cute. It's actually real and evil. Fuck me. Truth is always worse than fiction, isn't it? Right, let's carry on. I want to discuss something with you. It is crucial that this meeting didn't take place at headquarters. You have information that an assassination attempt is preparing on me. Wow, so someone close to me is involved in this. The head of intelligence and the head of headquarters of the Grand Forces on the northwestern direction. It's an important statement. I need evidence. I can't just go ahead and hold these people accountable. Such a personnel loss will hit us. Even then I knew that Pamela wasn't lying. And I also knew that after the conspirators' destruction, she would receive one of the vacant seats. And I don't care that every day a lot of higher ranks rub under my door. They won't make it. I don't know what that means. You'll provide me with the proofs, undeniable proofs, and after that you will receive an order to eliminate this threat. You're the only person who's played this game to actually read the story. It's an engaging narrative, okay? I'm very engaged with the current narrative. We need facts. I didn't come empty-handed. Here. She handed me a folder. There was everything. Names, contacts, photographs. Pamela prepared for this meeting thoroughly. Commendable. I said it out loud. What will be your order? Oh, he's pissed. Hitler's pissed. If there's one person you don't want pissed, it's Hitler. These people don't have to get their way. Our nation needs a leader, and if I die, the war will end. We can't let that happen. Of course. We'll have to deal with this, since you have dealt with this issue in the first place. Besides, I can't trust anyone else with this mission. The sooner you do this, the better. In the meantime, I will think about who to replace these conspirators. I wonder what Rommel looks like. I wonder who Rommel is. I wonder who Himmler is. Is Himmler just like a beaver or something? They started Sam in the back with a knife at such a crucial moment. Speaking of Rommel, I call my dad Rommel sometimes because Rommel was the Desert Fox. He was the tank commander, one famously brilliant tank commander. My dad likes to play World of Tanks, so my dad's name on the chat program that we use, I've changed it to Rommel. He finds it funny. Thank you, Pamela. I will remember this meeting. You will receive a well-deserved reward. Contact me when everything is done. I promise, Farah. I won't let you down. You want to see Mengele? Victory will be ours. Hail. That's not a problem. Give me a proper hail, come on. Give me a proper hail, love. That's not a proper hail. I left the cafe with mixed feelings. Pamela got in touch just a couple of days later. I was sincerely Is this actually going to be a full story? With like nothing? I might fall asleep. I admit, on the one hand, it's very fake. You already seen those! It was kind of experiment. I wanted to find out what this girl could do. I was impressed when I received a letter from her with the exact meeting place and a couple of minor details about how the operation was going. My fear, everything is ready. I had to tinker a bit, but tonight the conspirators would get their way. I led them on the wrong track. When people in there will be able to cover everyone at once, including those who supported this conspiracy. According to the information I have, this is about 40 people. Oh, here we go. We're in it. It's in now. The conspirators were captured. What will be your order? Here we go. Bit of gameplay. I get to pick. What would Hitler do? Hang on. Perfect. Kill him. Fucking kill him. The Führer gave the order to execute everyone. Done. Easy as that. Easy as that. Oh! Choose items from the list. Here we go, boys. Choose items from the list and use them to completely fill the fun bar. Each girl prefers different items, just like real life. In addition, applying them to different parts of the body can lead to different results. This is fucked. Tongue, feather. I'm gonna make a sneeze.
Hey!
Am I gonna bring her to orgasm by tickling her nose with a feather?
Hey!
What is this? This game is impossible. Don't tickle her feet, she'll kill you.
Hey!
Gun? Tickle gun? Tickle hat?
Hey!
Why is she wearing a Russian hat, by the way? What do I do? Alright, we're swapping it up.